Welcome back to the Network Engineer Diaries. Today we are going to talk about Telnet. Telnet is used to remote access devices such as switches and routers. Today we have this topology: 4 computers, PC 1, laptop 2, laptop 3, and then PC 4, a switch in the middle, and then 2 routers at the top, R1 and R2. Let's go ahead and configure these IP addresses on all these devices. Let's start with R2. We're going to configure IP address 10.0.10.2/24 on the interface fast Ethernet 0/1, and then 10.0.10.1.24 on interface fast Ethernet 0/1 for R1, and then 10.0.0.9/24 on fast Ethernet 0/0 on R1. Starting with R2, interface no shutdown. Remember, you have to specify and say no shutdown on the interface on the router, because by default it shuts down the interface. Okay, so that's good. We go on R1, we do the same. Okay, the interface is coming up. That's good. Let's go on interface fast Ethernet 0/0, the one facing towards the computers. No shutdown. You can see it's also coming up. That's good. And then next, let's go on the computer and configure IP addresses. As you can see, I've already configured the IP addresses on the computer. 10.0.0.1, 255.255.255 submask, gateway address of 10.0.0.9. So that's good. PC2 is also set up properly. Okay, 10.0.0.2, 255.255 gateway. Same thing with PC3 and PC4. Okay, next let's try to ping router 2 from PC1, see if it works. Okay, it shouldn't work. Ping 10.0.10.2. So we're pinging 10.0.10.2. This is not going to work because the traffic is going from PC1 through R1 all the way to R2, but R2 doesn't know how to get back to this network, subnetwork 10.0.0.0. So we are going to have to configure a static route on R2 to tell R2 how to reach those computers in that subnet. Okay, a quick refresher on how to set up static routes. Watch this video up here. You can see it in the description below. Okay, back on router 1, interface fast Ethernet 0/1, IP route. So route to the 10.0.0.0 subnet. So we're going to tell router 2 that every time it wants to reach anything in this subnet, to go ahead and use this interface on R1 as a way to that subnet. Okay, and 10.0.10.1. Good. The static route is configured properly. Next, let's go back on PC1 and ping R2. See if it works this time. See, it's not working. Good. One more thing. Let's try to Telnet Router 2. See if it's going to work. Telnet 10.0.10.2. It shouldn't work because we have not configured Telnet on R2 yet. Okay. See, it's not working. Next, we are going to configure Telnet on R2. Again, let's verify we still have connectivity to R2 from the PCs. Ping 10.0.10.2. So the ping is going through on PC1. Let's try laptop 2. Ping 10.0.10.2. The ping is good as well. Laptop 3. That's good. Laptop 4. That's good as well. Okay. Now back on R2. Let's go to show running configuration. Let's verify again what we have configured on the router so far. We have the interface with IP address set up properly. We have the static route configured properly as well. Okay, now go back to the global config, line VTY0 to 2. We are allowing up to 3 devices at a time to connect to R2 via Telnet. Okay, 0 all the way to 2. Login to local. Username. I'm going to set username to my name. First name, last name, Jimmy Shaka. And then password, Cisco. Okay, Cisco. And then exit. Now let's try to Telnet to R2 from PC1. See if it works. Telnet to 10.0.10.2. See, now it's asking for the username. Username was my first name, last name, and the password is Cisco. Boom. See, we are on the router now from using PC1 remotely. Okay, it's not going to let me go beyond this because we have not configured the privileged exec mode on the router yet. So go back to the router and config T. We are going to enable password Cisco admin. Okay, so that's configured. Back on PC1, let's try to enter the global config mode from PC1 on router 2. It's asking for that password. Okay, so password was Cisco admin. See, we are now on router 2. We can check the running configuration, the running configurations. We see that password. We can change the configurations. We can literally do anything we want because we have access to the router from PC1. Now let's try to see if laptop 2 has connectivity as well via Telnet. Telnet to 10.0.10.2. It's asking for that username. my first name and then my last name. Password is Cisco. Oops, wrong password. Again, my username is first last name. Password was Cisco. Now to the user exec mode. Enable. Password is Cisco admin. Cisco admin. Now we are on the router. Show running configurations. As you can see, we are inside the router. Let's go on laptop 3. Again, the same. Telnet, username, first name, my last name. Password, Cisco. Oops. Jimmy Shaka. Typed the wrong password. Cisco. And then to go beyond here, we have to enter the admin password. Enable. So the password is Cisco admin. Good. Show running configurations. So good. Now, so far we have, let me show you. So far we have laptop 3, laptop 2. Let me put them side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. PC 1 and then PC 4. Okay. So far, laptop 3, 2, and PC 1, they're all logged in using Telnet on router 2. Okay. Let's try to do the same on PC 4. See if it's going to let us connect. Okay. It shouldn't, because we configured only 3 devices to be allowed to access at a time router 2. See, it won't let us go beyond here. Only if we exit out of one of these 3, it's going to let us use PC4 connect via Telnet on router 2. So let's exit. We exited on PC1, we exited out of the router. Let's see if PC4 now can connect. You see, it's asking us for the username and the password, and to go beyond the user exec mode, we have to enter that show run. See, we're now inside the router. Guys, that's how you set up Telnet on your router, and this is how you access your router using Telnet from your end host like a PC. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.